Hello, and I thought I'd come to you with a little bit of update and things that I've noticed through week 2 now. Everybody seems to be doing pretty well and getting acclimated. And this is the first week that you do your weekly summary. For some of you, it's going to be the very first time. Besides this class, you might have another class as well. Some of you might be been doing it for a while. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up is something, well, one student sent me an email during this week and said, why is our deadline for our initial post in the discussion due on Monday night at 11:59 instead of Tuesday, like what some professors do? One thing about Bryant and Stratton, we have, about 150 online teachers now. I've been here since they almost started online, about 10 years, and they've made some changes to the way they grade the weekly summary and the way they grade the discussion. And now the discussion is that it starts on Sunday and ends on Thursday night. 5 days there, and they want you to have your initial post in by midnight on 11:59 on Monday. Some teachers still go on by the Tuesday and have the discussion go through Friday. That's fine. It's up to the individual professor, but I'm trying to go by what Bryant and Stratton is doing. So that's one reason why that I have my deadline for the initial post due on Monday at 11:59. Weekly summary is the same way. You'll see the Dropbox for that starting at midnight Friday, and you have Friday and Saturday to turn in your weekly summary. You notice I put in some guidelines there that I think will help you if you're brand new to doing the weekly summary. But you want to stick by those because that's what Bryant and Stratton, their new rubric is, which I have also posted, and you can see that. And one thing that's changed from the way I used to do it, and the one thing that they've changed the way they want to do it now, is that you not only discuss what you learned in the lectures, the readings, your textbook readings, we didn't have it much this week, and the discussion, but also what you've got from the outside or supplemental readings that I post, or anything that you might have got on your own that pertains to our topic of the week. You want to refer to at least 2 of those sources, and those are the only ones you have to worry about doing your APA citations for. Now, if you're brand new to that, don't worry about it this first week. I'll be making suggestions, but try and do it by using that APA guide that Bryant and Stratton has. So those are the only ones you have to reference by using in-text citation in the body of your summary and having reference citations at the end. So that's like 10% of your grade for those 2 sources. Another big percentage of your weekly summary grade is how you relate what you've learned in this class, either by the lectures, by the readings, by the discussion, how you can apply that to, quote, the outside world, to the real world, outside of the classroom. That's 30% of your grade. So you want to be sure in your summary that you put something about that in there. And on that guidelines that I've posted up there, you'll see that mentioned in as well. Remember, it's a minimum of at least 300 words for the weekly summary, and you'll see that in the rubric and also in the guidelines. Extra credit looks good. One thing I want to mention about extra credit is that, one of the questions I had on the quiz, and everybody seems to be doing real good this week on the quiz, is the fact that there's no extra credit or makeup work the last 2 weeks of class. That's why I'm doing it now. And like I said in my other video, the first week quiz was a little bit tough, so that's why I gave you the extra credit opportunities. And when it comes to work that you're missing, according to the supplemental syllabus, you have at least a week to get it done. So, any work you're missing, when you get it in before that week is over, because I'm not going to give you a chance like in week 7 you come up and say, well, something I missed in week 2, can I turn that in? I'm going to say no, because that's the way I've been telling you all through the semester. Any missing work, get it in no longer than a week after you missed it. Discussions, like I mentioned earlier, it ends tonight at 11:59 on Thursday. Now I'm going to set it up after that so you can no longer make a post in the discussions. You can't go in there Friday and post something, or Saturday and post something. You can go in there and see what you post and what others posted, because you want to use that for your weekly summary. But you'll no longer be able to make any kind of post after 11:59 p.m. When people get in the habit of knowing those Sunday through Thursday guidelines for the week, for the discussion. And, I get an idea sometimes that people don't see my videos, don't watch all this, and sometimes I can't blame you. But today I'm going to give you a little extra credit And it's just, there's no TV show called You Bet Your Life by Groucho Marx, and you used to have the secret word of the day. And the secret word for today is playoff. And I'll have a spot for you to put that in. If you get that for watching this whole video, then you're a good person and you've earned the extra credit. But I think that kind of covered what I wanted to for this week. Any other questions? Let me know, which people have, which is good. And watch those guidelines for the weekly summary, and I will talk to you later.